What if I told you God's people didn't run to Egypt by accident? From Abraham to Jacob to Joseph, even Jesus, God sent them there. And there's a powerful reason behind it. The Bible opens with a world full of famine, political danger, betrayal, and instability. Canaan, the promised land, often faced drought. Kings rose and fell, enemies attacked, and in the middle of that chaos, one nation stood strong. Egypt, wealthy, powerful, and protected by the Nile River. When life collapsed in the ancient world, people ran to Egypt, and God's chosen people were no exception. A deadly famine hits Canaan. Crops dry up, livestock die. So Abraham, the man of faith, leaves the promised land and goes into Egypt, the only place with food and water left. God uses Egypt to preserve his promise. Generations later, another famine strikes. This time, God speaks directly to Jacob. "Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt. I will make you a great nation there." Egypt becomes God's divine shelter. Joseph, already risen to power, feeds and protects the entire family. What started as survival becomes the birth of a nation. Betrayed, sold, dragged into Egypt, against his will. But Joseph's suffering becomes the reason millions survive. He interprets Pharaoh's dream, stores food for 7 years, and becomes the second most powerful man in Egypt. The very place meant to be his prison becomes his platform. Centuries later, Egypt becomes a refuge again. Herod orders every baby boy in Bethlehem to be killed. An angel warns Joseph, "Take the child and flee to Egypt." The Son of God survives because of divine relocation. Egypt, once Israel's oppressor, becomes Jesus' hiding place. This is not random. This is not a coincidence. This is a pattern. When famine came, God sent his people to Egypt. When danger came, God sent his people to Egypt. When betrayal came, God used Egypt to transform it. When kings threatened, God hid his Son in Egypt. Sometimes, the place we fear becomes the place God uses to save us. Your Egypt season may actually be God's protection in disguise. Egypt represents God's unexpected mercy. It shows that God can use foreign nations to protect his people. God can use ungodly systems to preserve his promise. God can use your crisis to position you for destiny. God controls kings, kingdoms, and geography. God hides his chosen in strange places before he reveals them. Egypt wasn't the final destination, but it was a necessary one. God uses Egypt to protect you. God uses Canaan to fulfill you. Both are part of the journey, but Egypt is always temporary. Stay too long, and refuge turns into bondage. The place that saved Israel for a season eventually enslaved them. The lesson: don't confuse your shelter with your calling. Don't confuse your protection with your purpose. Egypt is for survival, Canaan is for destiny. Know when God is saying go there, and know when God is saying come out. If you're in an Egypt season, hidden, struggling, or waiting, God may be protecting you for something bigger. If this message opened your eyes, hit subscribe, share, and type "I'm coming out of Egypt" in the comments. More Bible revelations and spiritual truths are coming.